Need to talk about Trump's video that he released about ending the Department of Education. This, I don't, this just will give you the glees. All right. Like, this is the best thing ever. People are already freaking out about it and like misinterpreting it. He's not taking federal funding away from education, he's just sending it to the states to deal with instead of funding an entire department of utterly useless people who have done nothing to our education system for the past however many years they've existed, except to make everything worse.
Right. Yeah. And this is what the founders wanted. He's basically doing what the founders intended for us. And Jimmy Carter made this happen. Anything that Jimmy Carter did, you may want to reconsider. You may want to think about that for a second and maybe do the opposite, which is what he's doing. Yeah.
So here is what Trump announced in his video.
The thing I'll be doing very early in the administration is closing up the Department of Education in Washington, D.C., and sending all education and education work and needs back to the states. We want them to run the education of our children because they'll do a much better job of it. You can't do worse. We spend more money per pupil by 3 times than any other nation. And yet we're absolutely at the bottom. We're one of the worst. So you can't do worse. We're going to end education coming out of Washington, D.C. We're going to close it up, all those buildings all over the place. And you have people that in many cases hate our children. We're going to send it all back to the states. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And not exactly. Oh my gosh. Yes, exactly. And then we won't waste the money. There will be no money wasted. Think about that. Because then you're basically taking out the middleman. There's the ridiculous bureaucratic
administrative bullcrap,
indoctrinating middleman that we're taking out. And it's like, again, we're cutting the fat. And there he is. There's his face.
So Jimmy Carter on the screen right now, it's a meme that Elon Musk posted that says, in 1979, I created the Department of Education. Since then, America went from 1st to 24th in education.
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
It is pathetic. Yeah. So let's fix that, shall we?
And it sounds like we're about to, which is fantastic. You know how Michael Knowles, he travels to various college campuses and takes questions from the audience. There was a kid in the audience who asked Michael Knowles about this very thing, about ending the Department of Education and Trump's plan to do it. And his response to this person is everything. You guys are going to love, love, love this. Behold.
What are your personal opinions on President Trump's recent announcement that he plans to deconstruct the current Department of Education and give the power back to the states? And what can you say to potential people with families or people with children? What can you say to comfort them about this specific, at a loss for word, announcement that he's made?
Well, in answer to your first question, what would I say? I guess I would say, zippity-doo-dah, zippity, my, oh my, what a wonderful day. That'd be the first thing I would say. And what would I say to the parents who are concerned? I would say, plenty of sunshine heading your way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. That's what I would say. The Department of Education has been a complete failure. It's been not only been a huge waste of taxpayer money, but it's one charge, which is to make students smarter and better educated. It's completely failed at over its 40-plus years of existence. Test scores have gone down. So it's just a complete joke. It's really good at forcing local schools to adopt the latest LGBT craze or whatever, but it's not good at much else. So I say good riddance. Bye-bye, Department of Education. And I tell parents your kids are going to get a much better education as a result of it.
Can't wait. And all the politics that are in it. I mean, shut up. All you like Randy Wine, whatever your name is.
Oh my God. The unions.
And you know they're all just like hating their lives right now. And I'm there for it. I'm just, is that wrong?
It's not. If that's wrong, I don't want to be right.
At least not in this case.
something special about Cozy Earth, not just the fact that we love Cozy. I'm like head to toe Cozy Earth right now because this is their jogger top, and then I also have the jogger bottoms on. What's amazing about these from Cozy Earth is that they are so temperature regulating. And so I wore these in the hottest of summer and felt fine. And now it's very, very chilly, and I also feel completely fine. I don't know what that magic is in their soft, luxurious.
Bamboo.
It's viscose from bamboo.
Viscose from
It
bamboo.
it is freaking amazing. I don't
Mhm.
understand the technology, but it is phenomenal. And according to Superfan Sid, the customer service is also off the charts. Check out this video testimonial.
Mock and Daisy, I got to share an amazing testimonial with you about Cozy Earth. So as you know, I ordered the awesome bamboo sheet set, and I've loved it. But something happened when I washed it, and it discolored part of the sheet and pillowcase, the fitted sheet. I don't use the flat sheet. So I put a warranty claim in, and they said, we're going to honor the fitted sheet and pillowcase, but unfortunately they no longer make that color, so I'd have to pick another color. And so they ended up replacing the whole set, told me to keep my current one and do whatever I want with it. So I got it. I thought that's awesome. Didn't think anything else of it. And in the mail came a handwritten note from the founder and CEO, Tyler. And I wanted to read this note, and this says a lot about the company and how Tyler went out of his way to handwrite a note to me. So how awesome is that? So I wanted to share this testimonial. Feel free to share it on your show, but that is an awesome, awesome sponsor. Not every day do you get a thank you card in the mail from the founder and CEO and handwritten. All right, have a good one.
It's true.
And he did read the note. I had to cut it down just because it was a really long video. Thank you, Sid. But basically, the CEO said, here's my personal email. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for your loyalty. Here's another 40% discount for you. Like really, really just above and beyond. And that is Cozy Earth. If you are looking for a high-end luxury gift item for someone that's really hard to shop for, think about bedding from cozyearth.com/chicks. Use code CHICKS. You will save 40% off, and you will be giving the gift of luxury.
It's good stuff.
Man, it's so
really good stuff.
Cozy. I mean, it's just the best stuff ever. cozyearth.com/chicks. And then, of course, use code CHICKS. And apparently there are freakouts happening across federal department employees. There was a news report about that. And you can just hear the disdain in the reporting. Like you can hear how mad everybody is about this, but I love it. Here it is.
Feeling of dread among everyone. CNN's Renee Marsh is with us now. Renee, what are you hearing?
Well, John, we are in a new dystopian hellscape. That is from a federal employee via text message last night. And that is the mindset of many of the 2 million federal workers anticipating Donald Trump's return to office. Now, to be clear, what Donald Trump is promising for federal workers is unlike anything we have seen in our lifetime. He's proposing reverting to a structure of government that existed 141 years ago when political parties gave government jobs to their supporters. And that's what has federal workers who I'm speaking to so anxious and so scared about Trump's plan known as Schedule F. Now, it would give him the power to start these mass firings of nonpartisan career employees perceived as disloyal, who may get in the way of his policy actions at these agencies. As you know, Trump has obsessed on the campaign trail about the idea of federal workers being agents of the deep state working against him and his agenda. Now, some of the employees who lived through the first Trump administration say they are experiencing PTSD. One saying, quote, "We are absolutely having conversations amongst ourselves about whether we can stomach a round two." That's what one government employee told me. But it's not just the mass firings. We expect to see a second Trump presidency will also mean mass transfers of senior executives, relocation of agency offices, something we saw the first time around.
I love it.
Dystopian hellscape. That's my absolute favorite. It's like what's happening now is like in the office, you know, where the guys come in and they're like, what exactly do you do here? What would you say you do here? That's what's happening in our federal government. And they're being forced to answer, which makes all of these people really freaking uncomfortable because they actually have to answer. They have to answer the question, you know? And in the private sector, if you don't say, if you have nothing to answer for, If you say, well, I really just sit around, I drink coffee and push some
And I make
papers
it
around.
worse. If you make everything worse, you're definitely out of there.
You're fired. That's what happens, and we're not making pensions right off the backs of hardworking taxpayers. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of people, I don't know, myself included, I have some disdain for some of these people who just feel entitled to these jobs. You're not entitled.
Yep.
They should be panicking. They should be, because it's welcome to the real world. The party's over, That's how I feel about it. I'm sure people are going to be mad at me for that, but the party is over.